Hello and a very warm welcome to all the students of Europe Hotel School. It's a real pleasure to speak with you today. As someone who's been in this industry for a while, I know exactly what drives us, right? It's that ambition to create absolutely unforgettable guest experiences. But let's be honest. How often does the day-to-day reality of mountains of paperwork and endless scheduling headaches just get in the way? Well, in this explainer, we're going to dive into how you can use some amazing AI tools not to replace you, but to empower you to be the kind of leader who can focus on what really matters, your people and operational precision.
I bet this looks familiar. Every single manager in our industry knows this balancing act all too well. On one side, you have where you want to be, out on the floor, leading your team, engaging with guests, making those magic moments happen. But then, there's where you often are, stuck behind a desk, buried under paperwork, trying to solve scheduling conflicts that feel like a never-ending puzzle. It's this exact tension, this core conflict, that we're going to tackle head-on today.
So I want you to think about your hotel's operation like a building. It's held up by these two massive, crucial pillars: staff scheduling and internal communication. Get those right, and everything is solid. But when they start to get shaky, weighed down by all that administrative clutter we just talked about, the whole thing becomes unstable. And you know what this first casualty is every single time? The guest experience.
All right, so what if you had a partner, someone, or something to help you reinforce those pillars and make them rock solid again? Well, that's exactly where AI comes into the picture. It offers a totally new way to think about managing these crucial tasks. Let's dive in and see how it works.
Now, when we say AI, don't think of some complicated, scary technology. I want you to think of a tool like ChatGPT as your very own administrative partner. Seriously, it's designed to do all that heavy lifting for you. The drafting of memos, the organizing of schedules, the logistical planning. It takes all of that off your plate, which frees you up to get away from the desk and be where you're needed most, leading your team on the floor.
Okay, let's get practical. We're going to start with the first application, using AI to completely transform how you communicate with your team, and I mean its speed.
So picture this. You need to get a memo out about a new sustainability initiative. Normally, you might spend, half an hour staring at a blank screen, trying to get the wording just right? Instead, you just give the AI your raw facts, your bullet points. Then you tell it the tone you're going for, maybe something appreciative and motivating. And boom, instantly you get back a polished, professional draft. It's a memo that doesn't just inform your team, it actually inspires them and makes them feel like they're part of something important.
And it's not just for big announcements. You can use this same exact principle to elevate one of the most important moments of any day, the shift briefing. A simple, clear prompt, just like the example here, can take what might be a routine, maybe even boring meeting, and turn it into a focused, high-energy launchpad for the whole team. So, by using AI to create a kind of daily briefing blueprint, you're building a system for excellence. It means every single briefing is consistent. It has a clear goal of the day. It flags any VIPs or special events. And hey, you can even throw in a fact of the day to keep things interesting and boost engagement. It's about setting a professional standard right from the very first minute of the shift.
All right, we've talked about communication. Now let's switch gears to coordination. And we're going to tackle what is, let's be real, often the biggest headache for any manager, the absolute puzzle of staff scheduling, or the rota.
Now, it's really important to understand this. The AI isn't a dedicated scheduling software, okay? Think of it more like a powerful logic engine. It's absolutely brilliant at taking all those different messy pieces of the puzzle, staff availability, who can't work when, shift requirements, all of it, and just helping you see how it all fits together.
And the process itself is surprisingly simple. You just feed it your requirements for each shift, give it a list of your staff and any constraints they have, and then you just ask it to suggest a fair 7-day rota. What it gives you back is a really solid first draft. And here's the kicker. It often spots potential coverage gaps or conflicts that, after hours of staring at a spreadsheet, a human eye would totally miss. You get a fantastic starting point in just a fraction of the time.
But its usefulness doesn't stop once the schedule's made. The AI also helps you professionalize all the communication around the schedule. Think about it. Drafting polite, clear shift change notifications, creating quick availability surveys for the next period, or even dropping little weekly training snippets right into the rota announcement. It's these little things that prevent so many misunderstandings and, honestly, help build a much more positive and respectful team culture. Okay, so let's bring this all together. Because at the end of the day, streamlining all this admin, it's not really about the paperwork, is it? It's about what it unlocks. It's about empowering you to be a more present, more effective, human-centered leader.
Just look at the transformation this makes possible. Before, a manager might easily spend 60%, the majority, of their time buried in admin. But when you start delegating that heavy lifting to your AI partner, you can completely flip that ratio on its head. Just imagine spending 80% of your day focusing on what actually moves the needle, leading, coaching, and developing your people.
And this, right here, is probably the most important point of our whole discussion. The AI is fantastic. It gives you an excellent draft, a high-quality starting point, but it's your human insight that makes it perfect. The AI doesn't know that two employees have incredible chemistry and work brilliantly together. It doesn't know that a particular team member is going through a tough time and needs a lighter load. The technology gives you the structure. You provide the soul.
And that really is the ultimate goal, isn't it? It's about trading your calculator for conversations. It's about being less of an administrator and more of a mentor. This powerful partnership with AI is what allows you to be out on the floor, where your presence, your guidance, your leadership can make a real, tangible difference to your team and your guests.
So, as we wrap up, I want to leave you with a question to really think about. The AI provides the structure. It gives you this incredibly efficient foundation. The real question now is, how will you provide the leadership? How will you use all that time you've gained back to truly make your mark?
Here at Europe Hotel School, our entire mission is to empower you, the next generation of hospitality leaders, with practical knowledge, a professional mindset, and the skills you'll need for the future. We are truly honored to support you on your learning path, and we wish you every possible success in your hospitality career.